This is Fam Electric Ghost. This is episode 120. We're talking up more OPZ demos for Dark Ghost future volumes. In this episode, we've also attached a YouTube video for the song Lollipop, All Day Sucker. And All Day Sucker kind of is a reference to a Parliament Funkadelic song, I believe, that has that title, but I changed it to All Day Sucker as like oral sex. And, George Clinton might have been referring to that as well, but I just changed it around a little bit. But the song Lollipop is a real funk workout, and it was all recorded with the Teenage Engineering OPZ. And I really delved into the ability on the step components to make a very interesting funk groove. It really was inspired by Funkadelic and Prince and new wave synthesis. And the OPZ allowed me to create something that my Moogs and my other instruments have not been able to generate songs like this. I do have sequencers like Mother 32. I've got sequencers, that are in my Arturia sequencers. But the Teenage Engineering sequencer with its step components, which allows you to layer all kinds of rules on steps, caused so many variations and such a wide breadth of the recording that it's like a revelation. And some of these songs are going to get their own record, probably Dark Ghost Volume 3. And we're still trying to figure out the title. We've got some songs that might become the title, but we're not sure on it yet. But this song, is really, we think it's one of our better songs. We made a really interesting YouTube video using the Spearmint app. Because Spearmint used to be where we used to actually do these talks, and then they got out of the business of doing podcast. So we went over to Anchor FM, and they've been really good for us. We've got over 4,700 listens. We have sponsorships. We're working with CIN Pals on a campaign going into next year. We're going to talk more about it. We're probably going to put some spots on all of these episodes, our own created spot, because they're a sponsor. And so we're gonna put something out there shortly once we figure out what they want to do for the new ad campaign. But we also have the Infatuation, which you'll probably hear is on here, theinfatuation.com. So you'll hear that ad. So that's really cool that we're actually making more money from our podcast than we do from our Spotify and streaming service income, which is interesting today. It's somewhat disappointing. We've got over 81,000 listens on SoundCloud and Fanburst, and none of them are monetized. We're starting to get YouTube monetization, but we haven't seen really any money come in from that. But we're starting to see, the fruits of our labor are starting to become turned into money. And as being a musician, having your work actually generate income is cool. But most of us do it because we love doing it. And so, that along with the fact that I like to interview indie artists. So the separate show that we do is when we interview indie artists. We've interviewed like 3 different artists in the last week. And we're going to end the year talking to one of our favorite artists, Kendra Black. And we're going to have a nice conversation with her on Thursday, on the 27th of December. And she's got a brand new record, and she's got a big billboard out in Times Square. But getting back to Lollipop is a very sexual song. It kind of refers to, oral sex is the primary, thing that Josephine Electric's talking about when she's talking about her and her sister Stephanie really, getting down and dirty on a lollipop and using it as a phallic symbol. And then also using it in terms of like female genitalia as well. And so just really talking about getting kind of really truly into it. And the groove is infectious, and we're very excited about what the OPZ can do. We'll be working on it more tonight. We really started to learn how to use the step components. And there's a lot of capability in this little machine, and we just realized how many more sequences we can actually save. We've been trying to figure out how you actually move sequences from the OPZ to save it so we can offload them and then bring them back in. We have not seen any kind of tutorials on that, so we got to look into that more. Maybe because there's enough, you can have like 256 patterns, so maybe you don't really need to save anything right now because I haven't hit that, so it's not a problem. And I thought I lost some patterns, and I just realized that you can actually save songs under the number scheme on the keyboard. In the black keys, they're numbered from 1 to 9 and then a 0. And from my understanding, you can create patterns with that, and I guess you can go up to 260 something with that number schema, which I haven't tried yet, but trying to figure out how that works. Or if it's just there's 16 of these numbers that you can save under, and then each one of them has 16 patterns. And if you calculate that out, maybe that's what it is. But it is just a revelation what you can do with this machine, and it's just a very enticing thing. So we're in our studio B, which is our bedroom, and then we go and we compose a demo on the OPZ, and then we bring it into our main workflow with our modes and other instruments, and embellish it. And sometimes we've actually just taken the OPZ and just mixed it and recorded it straight with nothing but vocal. I believe Lollipop, I didn't do any overdubs with it. Now, the other song, Phoenix Arising, actually has a track that was started in that song. And then I reused it in Lollipop, but added a bunch of other tracks to it. So the Lollipop song has a track that is shared with Phoenix Arising. Now, Phoenix Arising is a Cancer poem that I took, and is basically talking about, like a poor person's revolt, kind of going back to like Martin Luther King when he was working with the garbage workers in Atlanta and he got killed. The idea that there should be like a poor person, should kind of rise up and go against the man. And it's an old concept, it's like a hippie socialist, leftist kind of idea that the people at the bottom of society should try to speak up. And sometimes you could say, well, that's going to cause rabble, that's radical, that's this and that. This song isn't trying to like say whether it's right or wrong. It's just that's what it is. And it does use a track that is shared between Lollipop and this song. And I just was, trying to create like different tracks that I can share among other tracks in this project. So when I create this new Dark Ghost album, there's some cohesion, because there are some tracks that I've used in multiple songs, and people could probably figure it out. So the 16 times 16 is 256. So it looks like there's 16 projects, and each one has 16 tracks, and comes out to 256 patterns. So I just did the math, so I figured it out. But, I haven't been able to figure out how to use the Photomatic and actually save a video that you create. I'm not sure if it just saves it to your phone and then you can like run it and then save it and then put it into a video program, or how you align your songs with it. It's not clear in the manual how to use that tool. And I've been kind of like looking in the system. I haven't been able to figure it out. So hopefully Cuckoo will have a good demo on how to actually use the video processing, because I think there's something missing, or I don't get it. I don't see how you actually get it to pull the pictures together and actually make a program. And I haven't seen any demos or anything on it, so I don't know if there's something they got to add to the system to be able to do that. And also with the 3D engine, is there a way to take your own pictures and bring them into the 3D engine and manipulate it? I haven't been able to figure out how to use the 3D engine either. So that's something, there's a couple of features I haven't been able to fully utilize on the OPZ. But the music creation alone is awesome, but it'd be really cool to actually understand more packs. I did realize that we have some packs I haven't actually used. So I got to, like some of the effect packs, I got to check them out and see how I actually can use them. And I'm going to start looking into that. So again, Dark Ghost Volume 1 is out on Digger's Factory. And we're not getting a good response from it so far. It's somewhat disappointing. So the Dark Ghost Volume 2 and 3 are probably just going to be through TuneCore and have CDs available through Amazon. Not sure if we're going to try the vinyl again until we get a better response. We're trying to push it out. Not sure if we're going to be able to get that off the ground unless something else happens and we self-fund it. But right now, we're not going to put a lot of money into that until we see what's going on. So if people could, they're listening to The Ghost, we don't want to beg people, but we have this really awesome vinyl album through Diggers, and we're not getting any pre-orders on it. And we do see we got a lot of people listening to our show. So if you want to help us out and get something that's a collector's item, it's 197 copies left. It's not going to come out until around April. You got time to look into it. It will come out if you guys buy it. So I'm kind of pleading to the fan base here, check it out. We're going to have the link on this episode. Please check out the songs, let us know. We're thinking that Dark Ghost Volume 3 with the Teenage Engineering tracks might be more of a hit, but we're not going to put that on vinyl. We're going to put it on the CD path and the download path and see what happens. But we tried. We're still trying. We're not giving up. We're still going to do some more promotion for Dark Ghost Volume 1. It's probably this time of year that we're having trouble. People always spend all their money on other things. So it's $24 plus shipping and handling. It is a limited edition. It's a 2 vinyl record. We think it's a good value for what we put into it. It's a lot of our work we've done in the last 2 years. And we also want to let you know, your To Infinitum with our collaboration with ALT+CTRL+K is still available as a download on all the streaming services. So check it out. It's a really awesome collaboration. We're feeling kind of sad again this year that our whole partnership kind of fell apart. It's my fault, but the music is still there. And if she's ever listening, and I don't know if she ever would again, but ALT+CTRL+K, I think I'm really sorry. And it would be cool if we could work on something again. If you don't want to, I understand. But I never worked with anybody in my career that was as in sync with my musical sensibilities in ALT+CTRL+K. And that really, I probably blurred the lines. It's my fault for, the relationship falling apart from a professional level. But the work we did was so phenomenal on To Infinitum. And I really miss that kind of connection musically. And if I could keep it straight going forward, I would love to collaborate with her again and do another record. But, people move on. People have issues in bands and they break out and they never come back. So, it is what it is. But it's a great piece of work, and check it out. When we were in sync, you can hear it. And it's a beautiful piece of work. And it just reminds me of when we were actually working together and it worked. So, sometimes that's just a moment in time you never can get back. And, it is what it is, and that's out there. But you should check it out. I'll put the link on here for it, and we'll talk to you later. Thank you.
Lollipop.
This is Van Electric Ghost, and in 2017, we did a collaboration with Los Angeles electronic musician and VR developer ALT+CTRL+K. ALT+CTRL+K and Fan Electric Ghost put out an album called To Infinitum. And To Infinitum is available on Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, Amazon, Deezer, and CD Baby. It features the songs To Infinitum, Man vs. Machine, Reverse, Arizona Iced Up Babe, Outrun, Rock Noodle, Evolution, and Synesthesia. There's a total collaboration between myself and ALT+CTRL+K, and had a cover by thegreatTurnerbell.com, which is like MC Escher, and it has a black and white psychedelia. It is one of the best collaborations I ever did in my life, and it's available on all those services. We, in a short way, described it as introducing electro-indie space dub in the spirit of Sun Ra and electronic dance music with singer-songwriter depth. It was released on Infinitum, Infinite Infinitum Records. It's our only collaboration between ALT+CTRL+K and Van Electric Ghost, and you should check it out. You can get it at all the streaming services. And if you go to Fan Electric Ghost, ALT+CTRL+K.hearnow.com, you can see all the links on where you can buy it. Again, that's https:// :2/ Phantom Electric Ghost ALT+CTRL+K .herenow.com. Thank you. Soon there'll be nowhere left to be high. Sometimes they hold us at stations, but sometimes they don't hold the base. They tell you can't run, and they kick you down. So I feel to be abused. My soul, it was big mute. Well, that somehow don't compute. For a robber, buried like you. Well, the ocean of soul stops right now. We're gonna get up from the depths of the crowd. Yeah, the ocean of soul stops right now. I'm doubtful that you'll be able to carry that load down. A phoenix rise. There's nothing but doom on your horizon. And that's all she wrote. And that's all you gotta know. The rich folks get themselves more than enough room. It stops the erosion of the soul. It stops the erosion of the soul. I'm flying above the crowd. Flying so proud. They have me in prison, but they don't got me there now. The erosion of soul stops right now. Phoenix survives and beg off as you nothing but bad tidings. The poor folks reviewing on the scene. And watch back. Riding folks are going to come down on me. Big folks are coming down on the scene. Double down. Double on me. Playing checks and stitches. Now you're gonna feel the end of the rain song. I feel
stand so proud. The news gonna make you stand out from the crowd. You should stand so proud. That news gonna make you stand out from the crowd. Phoenix rise. Well, tags come for you, son. Bad time. They call it a poor folks uprising. And so soon there'll be nowhere left to be hiding.